All right, welcome to video number 2. So now we're going to cover the Canvas site, all the different features on it, and we'll go for it. But before we do that, let's take a look at one more thing in the syllabus. I slightly changed it before the publishing of the course itself. So just to be more clear, let me jump to our course here. There it is. Okay, so let's do this here. I'm going to again get rid of my video. I'm going to click on syllabus. And in how are you going to get the content? Here it is. I kind of made it a little bigger here. So let's explain this again. I didn't think I did a good job of explaining last time here. So how do you get to the videos? How do you get to the lectures? And how do you learn in this course? I have 3 different options for you, how you're going to get the understanding of the content of this class. So the main one, I think, which would be the best one here, is the video lectures that are on the publisher website. That's the best way to do it here. So the video lectures, you need to search for them. You're going to go into the multimedia library and you click on them, and they're going to be the section video lectures. And they are in sequence sequence with the example problems in the textbook. They have all of them. So it's really just a person doing all of the example problems, or multiple people doing the example problems in the text from the textbook. So I think that's probably the best way to do it. The other way, you can actually grab a textbook and start reading it yourself. I find some students, what they do is they do both. They do this one and this one. They do their textbook reading. They'll read the textbook, that rented textbook that they got. And then what they'll do is they'll go back and kind of do the lecture videos and kind of see if it sinks in the second time around. And that's one perfect combo way of doing it. Okay, then also there are some PowerPoint slides I'll show you. You can download them. They're on the files link. And some people do it that way, like, oh yeah, that's why I get the 4. Okay, next step. And they just understand it from the steps that they do. So, or any combination of all in one of these 3. But remember also, we are going to have office hours, and I'm going to answer your homework questions that way as well if need be, right? So on top of all this is the office hours. Okay, so let's go real quick here back to this here. So this is the Canvas site. You take all your online classes here. So each week there will be some announcements, and you can take a look at that one real quickly here. There's announcements. The last video was Introduction to Syllabus, and this is the Canvas video. All right, so on the home page, this is called the modular page. So what I did is I put everything in order of when it's due. And so there's this piece there. So discussion board number 1, introductions here, due May 7th, and go for it. Okay. And then chapter 2, these guys are not links, but just to remind you, you do need to watch the chapter videos or the PowerPoint or read the textbook, right? One of those 3. But my preference is you watch the chapter videos. You complete the online homework assignments. And if you need to, you click on here and you start a little discussion board with the rest of the students in the class in case you aren't understanding something from chapter 2. Like, I really didn't understand this. Then go for it here. Exponential functions confuse me. Can anyone help? So, and does that. And then again, on top of that will be that'll be office hours. So with that, again, there's discussion board number 2, and so on and so forth. So notice it doesn't have a due date because it's not posted yet. All discussion boards will give you a week to do it. They'll come out on the Tuesday before the following Tuesday that they're due. I know there's a lot of information to take in here, but bear with me here. So chapter 3, chapter 4, chapter 5. After chapter 5, you do have a discussion 3. And then you also have a midterm exam that'll come up. I will give you guys a study guide for that exam. At the present recording of the video, I don't have that up yet, but I'll have that up in a couple of weeks into the course itself. Discussion 4 is a reflection about the midterm. Then we have chapter 6, 7, and 8. And then we have the student learning outcome exam. And again, we'll give you guys a study guide for that. Discussion 5 of how to study for the final as a class. We'll have a class discussion. And then you'll have the final exam. Again, I'll give you the study guide for that soon. So that's the home page. The My Lab and Mastery, this is the one that you're probably going to go to a lot. We'll cover this in the next video of how to set this up. But essentially, you're going to go here. You're going to click on this little open My Lab and Mastery, and then you're going to do most of your content work is going to be here, right? That's where it goes. All right, the discussion boards we already talked about here, the assignments we already talked about, the grades, yes, to look at your grades, I will post grades over here. That's fine. Pages are going to be from the announcements, so that's fine too. The files menu, we should do that. All right, underneath the files menu, you got a few things here. First of all, you do have a copy of the syllabus. So if you want to click on that, you will have that. In fact, I encourage each one of you students, click and download this so that you have it with you. And in case down the line, especially because this is a transfer math class, when you transfer maybe to a nursing program or whenever you're going to another program, they may ask for the syllabus for this class. So if you're one of the students that kind of just want to have something with you here, click on the syllabus, download it, and from then on out, you have it with you on your laptop. Okay, let's schedule for the class, and I'm going to go this way. So click on this one. Now, if you click on print right now, what's going to happen is it's just going to print this page here. That's it. So don't do that. You do have to download it. Click on the little download button right there. And here it is, the first day. Email me, you want to stay in the class. We'll cover that in the syllabus. Sign up for the My Math Lab. Perfect. We cover that in the syllabus. And so notice on Tuesdays is what I picked. Discussion number 1 is due the 7th. So please get it to this level here. Click on print and print this out. It's February, March, April, and May. So 4 pages worth, but you'll have everything you need and all the due dates, including the SLO exam. That's the only thing that's due on a non-Tuesday right here is the SLO exam. It's on the 18th of May, which is on a Thursday. Everything else is due on Tuesdays. All right, but I would suggest print this out, have it with you. I'm going to close that. Okay, cover the syllabus. I guess I click on that real quickly here. Click on the syllabus. And again, don't click print here. Also just print this only. Click on the download button, download it. Then after that, print it, and you're all good to go. All right, here's the PowerPoint slides. And they're all of them, starting chapter 1.1. And I have the whole entire book here. So maybe just in case you need to look over other stuff, that's fine too. Starts off in 1.1. And these are just the initials of, well, not initials, these are the initials of the last name of all the authors. It says this is 14th edition. And this is chapter 1, section 2. This is chapter 1, section 3, chapter 2, section 1. That's the way it goes. So if you want to click on that. This is probably going to download just a little bit here because they are kind of big files here. So this is chapter 2. This one has it almost like this. It's a very stagnant file like this. All right, what you can do is you can download it. And once you download it, you can, again, it's a pretty big file here. So clicking on it. At that point, when you open it up in Microsoft Word, you can actually hit the slide button. So let's go and enable editing over here. Just in case you want to print it out, do anything else with it. But if you click on the slide show, what's going to happen here? It's going to go frame by frame and paragraph by paragraph. So you can actually kind of even read all the way through on this. And again, these are for people that want to do this by PowerPoint. And I think it was pretty good, pretty well done. You substitute into the equation, you get this, and eventually you get this. So then it follows point by point graphing. What is that? And so all this good stuff here, this is all chapter 2.1 right here. So again, gives you that little sense of doing it piece by piece. All right, there is that. So that's all yours. In fact, let's go just finish off the problem itself here. So it's like this, then like this, and they have some graphics. So there it is, punching in the -3 for X gets you a 14 for Y. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna plot it. And you can kind of see how this graph is gonna look like, right? Once you start connecting the dots, this is a parabola. And so you should be able to connect the points. And then you have yourself a parabola. So these are the initial points right here. And now that's the parabola that they have, connecting with a smooth curve. Anyways, just a way. This is the third way that I thought you may want to figure out how to get the content of the class through the PowerPoint slides. Let me jump back to, and again, you got to download those here. All right, and then we can go back to this one right now. I should mention this one right here. So click on this. This is how to set up the MyLab and Mastery. That little link that we looked at before. So if you want a sheet of what to do, so this is kind of how you go about it. So enter your Canvas course. You have to enter the Canvas course or else it's not going to sync. Your grades in MyLab Math is not going to sync back to Canvas. So it has to be done from here. All right, and again, it tells you kind of what you need to get to. You're going to click on the Pearson link. It's going to give you two options. And you're going to create a username passcode. And you have kind of two. This one says that you enter the access code, came with your textbook, or you can just click, you don't do anything here. And you skip this step right here. And what's going to happen is it's going to give you automatically the 14-day free trial. And I'm not sure why they would mention it, the fact that you can do the 14-day free trial right here. So, but that's from the publisher site. All right, and we'll cover that in the next video, but I just want to show you that on the Canvas site, it's there. Okay, the syllabus we already covered. And the only thing else that I wanted to check out is something called NetTutor. So if you are a Kalinga or Lemoore student, you can click on here. And what's going to do is going to take you to an online tutoring. Now, all these tutors have at least a bachelor's degree in the area that they're tutoring. And you have purchased, for every single student, I believe there's already a purchased 40 hours. You go to the writing center if you like, or the tutoring center. You can go to kind of like their support page here. But notice there's a lot of classes here. So any class that you're taking, you can actually come in here for help with this right here. So for us, it's going to be mathematics. And then you could probably click on this one here. It's going to be the algebra, basic math, and pre-calculus, because this is not calculus yet. Clicking on that, what you're going to do is you're going to have 3 different versions, or actually 2 different versions of what you can do is you can meet with a live tutor. You click on it, it'll tell you have to wait so many minutes for the next tutor available, and then you go for it. So these are people that have a degree in mathematics. The other part is you can just drop off a question. If you can snip it and post it, drop off the question, it usually gets your answer within 24 hours. Where do you find it? Right over here. So if you come up here and have a live tutor session, that session is recorded, and your previous sessions are going to be down here to view later. If you drop off a question, then the answer and the feedback is going to be right here. So click on here to view previous sessions or dropped off answers. And again, really good idea. Students in the past have said this was pretty good. Okay, the other option that I want you guys to talk about is to enter into the library if you're on campus, and you're going to ask for tutoring for MATH39. And anybody that has like tutoring for anything like Algebra 2 or higher, that would be easy to do. Since this is a new class, some of them don't or not have passed this class yet, but go into there. The library also has online tutoring. So just because you may live far away, you can still do online tutoring through the library. And I will give you a little pamphlet on that during the first week. Okay, so there's a tutoring pieces there. Okay, with that, I hope that's enough information for you to be able to navigate through the Canvas site, and look forward to you viewing the next video in regards to the My Math Lab.